Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is the probable reason why so few engage in it. That's a quote by Henry Ford, and it's an interesting quote. I really like this one because, in my opinion, this is another way of saying that most people who are born will never leave the class they are born into. Because a lot of people don't think for themselves. I'd say everybody thinks, but they don't think for themselves. They let another person think for them. And before I go on, even with with what I'm gonna say right here, even these videos that I'm making in a way is me thinking for you. In no way do I ever expect someone to believe what I say as truth. I could only hope that my videos are a way of letting people start their own research. I hope it's a way of making people have an appetite for knowledge and wisdom, but that is a quest that has to be done by the self. You can't expect someone else to do your work. So by no means do you ever have to take anything that I say as a truth. Question everything, no matter from whose mouth it comes. Anyways, moving on. So a lot of people don't think for themselves, and they want someone to tell them what to do. And that's an interesting thing because it is a reflection of how our society works. This is an interesting discussion point also that I'm not going to dig into, because where is the roots from the fact that people don't want to think for themselves, they want someone else to do it for them? Is it because of insecurity and the feeling about not being worthy? Is it a result of laziness, or is it a result of indoctrination of how people are bred in society and how we go through an education system? It's an interesting thing to talk about, maybe food for a future video. Anyways, moving on. In another video I said that we are a product of our environment, and this has to correlate with this one, because essentially what I didn't really point out in that video was that we are the creators of our own environment. In a way, you choose what you do with your quote-unquote smartphone. You choose to do what you do with the internet and how you engage with it. You choose what you watch on the TV, or even if you watch TV in the first place. I think knowledge and wisdom, it's something that we've forgotten. We've forgotten the meaning of knowledge and wisdom in our society because we're too engaged in our extracurricular activities. We're so caught up in the grind of life that we actually forget to live. We're engaged in our smartphones, or the tabloid magazines that we read, or our job that we don't really like because we are making another person rich. We're also giving away our life because if you think about it, how we grow up is we grow up with an image that you have to get a job and you have to get a degree, you have to get it this and you have to get it that, and then you're a player in the game of society. And I don't think that's something you have to blindly follow. Yes, if you want to have the luxuries of our society, you will have to make money one way or another. That's true. But how you make that money is entirely up to you. And I'm not gonna say that everybody should be self-employed, because unfortunately that's not something that's possible. But I think, realistically speaking, I think everybody should have a project on the side that he's working on, trying to create something for himself that has for himself and something that will matter to the world. I don't know. Moving on, I'm gonna end this video with another quote from Sigmund Freud, and I don't really know if I pronounced that correctly. My excuses if I didn't. And the quote says the following: most people do not really want freedom because freedom assumes responsibility, and most people are afraid of that responsibility. And I think that's an interesting quote also. It really suits the topic of my current video, because it correlates. It has something to do with what I said about that people are lazy, or I mean insecure, because they don't want to think for themselves. They want someone else to do it. Because when you think for yourself, it obviously brings responsibility, because we are all, you know, responsible for our action, thoughts, and emotions. And these divine tree, you know, are, how do I say it? There's something that reflect who you are as a person, and you know, great things can come out of it, but also bad things can come out of it. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe for more videos in the future, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.